Welcome back everybody to Forza Motorsport. So we're continuing on with the BMW Tour in the Modern M Championship. So had a bit of a mixed first two races in this championship. We had a really rather great first race despite only being in a stock vehicle where we came second. But on Brands Hatch, despite being upgraded and despite feeling like the car was faster, it unfortunately resulted in an 8th place position, which dropped us back to 5th place overall in the championship. So but here's hoping that in these next two races we can do a bit better. So we're on Suzuka at full circuit for the third race, so I feel like this will be better for this car, and certainly in comparison to Brands Hatch. You know, you got a big long straight at the start finish line, and you got a decently sized straight on the back end of the course as well. So yeah, 4 laps. So let's see if we can do any better than 8th place in the last race. So hopefully we do. Otherwise it's going to be a struggle to get even a podium position, let alone a win.
The 3.5-mile demanding Suzuka circuit hasn't changed much since it was built as a Honda test facility.
I do feel like I'm better here than I am on Brands Hatch as well, so hopefully that resonates to a good finishing position. Let's see. Being night time might hinder us being able to find our corners properly, but it doesn't seem overly dark at the moment. Should be able to get in a couple of places before we hit the first corner. Did get 2, but we lost 1 on the corner. So not trying to hit anyone severely anyway. Brands Hatch a bit here where we were getting penned in. That's what I was going to say there. I'm trying to stay wide to everyone else. Not the cleanest of starts. We're already in a better position than we were on the Brands Hatch. Brake too late and hit the BMW Z4 and then turn way too soon into the corner as well. I like to be as clean as possible. There's power away from the pack behind us. Which we are doing because we obviously have a fair bit of power. Fifth place is a good place to start this race off in as we go into the second lap. As we are matching our current championship standing. A little bit hairier in there. on. Power down. Need to brake there, fellow M5. Squirrely with my braking there. Yeah, I don't understand that penalty there. Yeah, I was all out of sorts because I was put out of shape by the unexpected braking of the car in front. That's no excuse for hitting them. I certainly don't want the penalty. Half a second could result in a loss of a position at the end of the day. So we've only gained one position in one lap, but it is at the end of the day up to 4th and not merely from something like 9th to 8th or anything like that. So yeah, solid lap. We aren't far behind 3rd either. Again, car struggles to get slowed down. Way over the line. Turning a little bit too much there, but managed to pull it off. Tried to have a break 3rd place and it did not work. Finally into a podium position. Seems like the M5s are the ones that are dominating this race. I'm not sure which one is in first, but which one in front. We did just obviously overtake one.
Final lap. You got this.
Got that corner wrong. Yeah, these first few corners I'm not the best at, I'll admit that. I'm rarely able to string them together nicely. settle for second again. I doubt we can catch first with them being 2 seconds ahead. Mercedes, for the second time in this championship, is going to take the first place position, which, again, is funny considering this is a Modern M Tour, or BMW Tour in a Modern M Championship. But still, second place is a vast improvement over the last race in the previous episode. But as you can see, the M5's dominating there, the top 5, 4 out of 5 being the M5. So, yeah, that's pretty good. And, yeah, that improves us massively back into second place. So we've gone from second, 8th, back to, no, second, 5th, back to second again. So yeah, there is 8 points in it between me and first. So let's get to the fourth and final race and see if we can have that first place position. So we're at Nürburgring GP circuit. I think the score will do well here as well for 4 laps, but it is wet. We are obviously in a car that is rear wheel drive and has 575 horsepower, so any lack of traction could hinder us, but hopefully not.
The Nürburgring Grand Prix circuit Mercedes Arena contains the first 4 demanding turns that form the iconic Omega.
Wet is it here? Yeah, and it's not overly wet. We can't put wet tyres on anyway because we don't have the race variety. Right. Let's see how we do on this race and how that impacts the championship overall. What's going on there? Mercedes was practically stopped. Ping-ponged around like a pinball. Regardless, we come out of it 2 positions ahead of where we were, so what is that? Cadillac is randomly braking there. The AI is extremely off-putting at times. It forces me to driving lines you don't really want to be on because of their weird behaviour. 3, Z4. Because I'm a little bit wider than I should be. Got the pass eventually, I guess. I really don't want 8th position to be our final position because that does bring up moments of Brands Hatch, and I don't want that. I feel like we're much more more suited to this circuit than Brands Hatch with this car. Cadillac though up front is a bit of a concern because I feel like it's more powerful than we are. Certainly won't be able to gain on it. Really struggles on those brakes down that bit. Not sure if it's because we're going downhill and therefore we have more momentum, but yeah, just really struggles. We're not going particularly fast. Please don't let us stay in 8th place. After doing so well at Suzuka anyway. Slightly closer than the last time. I feel like whenever we get caught in properly bad traffic in the first lap, that just completely kills our ability to gain any real places, and it seems to be happening again here. And it doesn't help that I keep getting this corner completely wrong. And the traffic's supposed to because it's damp and therefore, you know, increases the braking distance. This race is just turning into a right frustration. we end up in 8th, I feel like we're going to fall back to 5th like we did last time. Get up and go of that Cadillac when it comes to a straight like this. Yes, both V8s, but
Final lap.
his is bigger and more powerful and torquey and not reliant on turbocharging. Well, he's made this corner for the first time around. Oh, there we go. Second place in the first race, 8th place in the second, second place in the third, 8th place in the fourth. Couldn't make it up if you tried. That is really annoying. Yeah, no idea why we weren't able to make much of a breakthrough. Obviously we were hindered in the first lap where we were behind traffic and having a few bumps and scrapes, but which was much like Brands Hatch, and Suzuka also had that kind of issue somewhat in the first lap as well, and we ended up coming second there. So I just don't feel like the track, as much as I thought it was going to be a helpful and productive for the M5, just didn't turn out to be. And that kind of looks like the case for the leaderboard as well as with the previous race. 4 out of 5 of the top 5 were M5s, whereas I'm the highest placed M5 and all the rest are way back, whereas it's the Z4s and M4s that are dominating the top 5 this time around. So yeah, I guess they're just more suitable to this track. So where does that put us in the championship overall? 3rd. Well, at least we still held on to our podium position, so there is that. But yeah, if it wasn't for who was in 1st, who's now in 4th, only coming in getting a mere 7 points, we would have been in 4th place. But thankfully they did not. So yeah, but there we go. A decent championship, that one. Certainly enjoyed the car, despite some frustrations at times, especially that first race. That was remarkable that it managed to do 2nd place in stock form. But yeah, surprisingly a little less consistent when it comes to being upgraded, which I wasn't expecting. So yeah, but nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.